All right, welcome back, Prospect Live viewers. We're back with another 2020 MLB Draft player profile. Joining me today, courtesy of perfectgame.org, is PG's National Scouting Supervisor, Brian Sikowski. Today, we're breaking down a really exciting player, a riser out of the prep class, shortstop, who might potentially, I don't know if he's in the conversation for the first prep shortstop taken, but there's some questions that he might be. That's Carson Tucker out of Mountain Point, brother of Cole Tucker. You have a lot more on this guy than anybody else. I know there's a few teams that have really been on him. So take it away, Brian. Talk to me about Carson Tucker. I almost called him Cole.
He's been interesting throughout the course of his career. But last summer it was just kind of a skinny, you can see there in the video, just a really slight frame, and it really wasn't physical enough yet to really get excited about the tools. You were excited about what the potential was, obviously, but it wasn't there yet, even in a tangible way, really. So fast forward to this spring, and he didn't really enter the spring with a ton of draft hype because while he had a good summer, it wasn't a great summer. But then fast forward to the spring, and he came out looking way more physical. You know, the strength finally came into the body a little bit. And as a result, the tools are playing way up at a higher level. And it's rather than like an average arm that you think might stick it short, it kind of looks plus now. And rather than being a plus runner who's a good athlete, he's burning 70 times down the line. And rather than kind of slashing and flipping baseballs all over the plate, he's driving balls out of the ballpark. And he was one of the few guys who got to play in front of scouts at least a couple of times this year, being in Arizona. And it was just, phone call after phone call came out of Arizona talking about Tucker, like, hey, wherever you have him, it's way too low. Like wherever he is, he's going to go in the first round. Like we were hearing that stuff in late February, and now he's going to go in the first round. It seems like, so it was good information. It's just the physicality steps forward he took this year really allowed the tools to play better, to manifest better, and all of a sudden it's a totally new looking player.
Yeah, now, and his brother obviously was a mid-first round pick. Do you see Carson potentially going that early? And I don't know if you saw Cole as an amateur, but sort of how do the two compare?
Yeah, Cole was a little bit before my time coming into this, so like I didn't see him as an amateur, so I won't comment. But yeah, I think that he's in play earlier than people anticipate. I think that there's a chance he's the first shortstop off the board. And we've talked about Mason Wynn, and we're going to talk about Ed Howard here shortly as far as the other two in that mix. But yeah, I think there's a very real chance he goes in the mid-first, somewhere in there.
Interesting stuff. All right. That was Carson Tucker, shortstop out of Mountain Point in Arizona. Brian, thanks for joining me. That was another 2020 MLB Draft player profile. Don't forget to tune in on draft night. We're going to be doing a live stream, pick-by-pick analysis, all from the first round and the first competitive balance round. Thanks for joining us.